25 years ago, Alpine Bank initiated the Alpine Bank Latino Hispanic Scholarship. It was offered to high school students of Latino Hispanic descent to help cover 2 years of tuition, fees, and books at Colorado Mountain College. The scholarship started with 6 students each year and has grown geometrically alongside the CMC campuses in the Colorado Mountains. At the 25-year mark, 266 students have received scholarship, totaling roughly $500,000 in support. 184 of these students earned certificates or degrees from CMC, and 46 earned degrees at other institutions in Colorado and elsewhere, including 4 master's degrees.
Well, in 1996, we had been in business as a bank for 23 years. In that period of time, I had attended several high school graduations. And one thing that struck me was that the people getting the scholarships were not the Latino scholars, they were everything else. And I thought, these kids need to have a break, and we can find a way to get them a scholarship.
Bob saw first that there was a tremendous lack of college-bound students. And he came to me and said, I'm really seeing a pattern. Very few Latino high school graduating students are saying that they are going to go to college. And of those who are going to college, no one says they're going to Colorado Mountain College. So I think jointly we need to do something about it. Thus began the Alpine Scholarship Program.
So I was one of the first of the Alpine Bank Scholarship recipients back in 1996. I was actually the first in my family to go to college, and I was the first to finish, so it was kind of a good stepping stone, because one of the struggles, at least in my family, was the father didn't really believe in college.
A lot of times the students, they would come home very excited and say, I got a scholarship, and the parents would say, well, that's great, and but you know, they didn't know the details of it. And they would ask me, why would Alpine Bank give us this money? And I would say, because Mr. Young believes in helping the youth in the Latino community. He would like to see students get their college degree. He would like to see them out in the community working. He would like to see them part of Alpine Bank. Bob Young just planted this small seed in the student's life that flourished into an incredible dream for these students and their family.
My name is Rascon, Ortega, and I'm an upcoming college freshman for the 2021 and 2022 term. Right now, during the summer, I work in a painting company. When I go forward, I plan on becoming a civil engineer. As a Hispanic male, it's really hard to continue forward. My parents didn't have enough money for me to go beyond, so getting this scholarship, it gave me such an inspiration to continue forward.
My name is Loera. I currently work for Bright Future Foundation as a youth violence prevention specialist, and I'm also at CMC in my last year getting my bachelor's in primary education. Neither of my parents went to college. However, me and my older brother had the opportunity to obtain higher education thanks to scholarships like this one.
I witnessed CMC graduation where the whole family came, and tears in a father's eye. And that says a lot about how proud they were of their son or daughter in the Alpine Bank Scholarship.
In 2014, Alpine Bank grew from the western slope to Colorado's Front Range. With the move into Denver and Boulder and the corresponding range of demographics in these communities, in 2021, the Latino Hispanic Scholarship transformed to the First Generation Scholarship. With this broader focus, it now invites people of all ethnicities to apply. The applicant just needs to be the first in his or her family to pursue higher learning. The number of annual scholarships awarded each year has also grown. Now, there are 20 available for students across Colorado, and the scholarship incorporates colleges outside of the CMC footprint, too.
Well, we felt like the Latino population was getting a good break with this scholarship program, but there were a number of other students that were first students to go to college that didn't have the wherewithal to afford it, and that is our goal when we offer the program we offer to Latino students, to basically all students.
The transition from Latino Hispanic scholarship to first generation scholarship, I think was a good decision because I feel like everyone, no matter their background, deserves to have an opportunity to education, but also because first generation students, the majority of the time struggle more to get an education.
So the transition from the Hispanic scholarship to the first generation scholarship, I believe is a great opportunity to give other students and all students, because the goal is the same, is to create leaders in our own communities.
For these amazing young people to be brave enough to take on the journey of first generation scholars is probably the most important. That vision has grown to become the beacon of hope, and the whole community benefits from it. And Bob saw that. As a visionary, he saw the difference that our community was going to experience as a result of these young people going to college and opening the doors for others.
I hope to see this scholarship 25 years from now double the amount of students, and hopefully most of them will come back to their own communities and give back to their communities that have supported them in their journey and their careers.
25 years ago, we were a relatively small bank. 25 years later, we have grown significantly, and so with that gives us some opportunities to expand our scholarship program, our ways that we can reach out to the community where help is most needed.